Here are some of the most common signs and symptoms of metabolic syndrome and a fatty liver. And more importantly, I'm going to share my tips how to deal with this naturally. Let's start with the skin. And there could be a browning of the folds of the skin in the neck region, but also you could have those skin tags, which I've talked about in other videos, an indicator of insulin resistance, but also metabolic syndrome. Now, if you've got 3 or more of these symptoms that I'm talking about, that indicates metabolic syndrome. Okay, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So maybe you've had a scan done and the doctor has said you've got a fatty liver. I'm going to share my tips how to deal with this naturally, as well as fatigue, inability to focus during the day. You could have high blood pressure, low LDL, which is considered the better cholesterol, high triglycerides, and a high fasting blood glucose level. Central obesity. So where is the fat on your body? Is it in the midsection? Are you suffering with a pear shape or an apple shape? So all of that central obesity is another indicator of metabolic syndrome, and usually the fatty liver as well. Polycystic ovaries in women and erectile dysfunction in men, which a lot of people simply aren't talking about. That correlation between metabolic syndrome and your insulin resistance, your leptin resistance as well, and what's going on in terms of the reproductive organs. Okay, so let's get into my tips. So tip number 1 for fatty liver and metabolic syndrome is to limit the fructose in your diet. And you've got to look on the labels, especially in sweet foods and packaged foods. Look for that high fructose corn syrup, which is really damaging to that liver, as well as in healthy foods like fruits and fruit juices especially are high in fructose, and this is very damaging to the liver because the liver metabolizes that fructose in a different way from the other nutrients. Okay, tip number 2 is to follow Mother Nature's prescription. What is that? That means grounding. Getting your bare feet on the earth is really important to pull those electrons into your body, which is very balancing for any inflammation, and this is really going to help with that metabolic syndrome and your liver function as well. This also is important in terms of your circadian rhythms. Natural sunlight exposure throughout the day, especially first thing in the morning. You want to wake up your body, wake up the electrical systems in your body by seeing that natural sunlight. This means without sunglasses, and of course as much skin exposure as you can get early in the morning is really important for your overall organ health. And tip number 3 is to consider taking a turmeric with a high concentration of curcumin. And you're looking for something with a 95 percentile of those curcuminoids. The research shows that curcumin is really great at helping to heal that liver, helping with fatty liver, and has other digestive benefits. So help with digestion, with gas and bloating, but also helps with that liver and bile secretion in the liver as well. Helps the natural contraction of the gallbladder, which is amazing, and really is going to help with that fatty liver, and of course doing it naturally. Now, for a list of foods to help you to detox your liver, please check out my video, 5 Best Foods for Liver Detox. I'll see you there.